As time has unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than sublime. With every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Love, cover me, love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me, love, cover me. Love, cover me. Kindness wash over me, make me a symphony. Play every note you can find. Make me reverberate, gently deactivate, slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and may my anthem be. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me, love, cover me, love, cover me, love, cover me, love, cover me. I will not be shaken, I will not be moved. Love, cover me. May my heart awaken, tenderness be proved. Love, cover me, love, cover me. Love, 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 love. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. So love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me, love, cover me, love, cover me, love, cover me. Love, 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 Nice. Nice. Yeah. I know. Taking weeks. weeks. It's all patience.
That sounds like months.
Yeah,
not
actually,
weeks.
really months. It's taking months. Yeah. Everyone has to have a hobby, right? So, yeah. It's awesome. That's great. All right, let's see. Let's do. I like this one. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find love, I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find love, I find God, I find myself. Kinda.
Kinda nice.
Yeah. I like that one.
Kinda nice.
Kinda nice.
Not gonna lie.
Let's do. This is a sweet one. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. 'Cause the colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ah, 'cause the colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands. They say, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Beautiful, nice work. Yeah. Nice.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm all like, wow. Hi, everybody.
Good energy.
Yeah. Let's all just chill out now. Everybody's a little too excited out there. Well, we're going to light our candle of consciousness. And this being February, we will light the candle of the power of strength, which is like having the freedom from weakness, stability of character, the power to overcome things. So welcome, everybody. Hello? Hi. Hi, everyone. Hey, great. And everybody joining us online, it's great to see you. I'd like to start off today by acknowledging somebody in our community because she took on something that was like way beyond her comfort zone and did it for a couple of years through all sorts of challenges and equipment changes and moves, etc. So Stella Lima, who did our sound, has decided to step away from doing sound. But I want you all to get, like, to just really understand here that Stella did not do sound before choosing to do sound for us, and learned 3 different pieces of equipment as boards in order to try to function and do our sound. And we grew with her and she grew with us. She's not here today. She might be watching online. So hi, Stella, if you are watching online. But I'm just amazed that somebody would decide to do that, to do something they've never really done before, and to then stick with it through all of the changes. So this goes back to when we were in the small building and we had a particular kind of board, and then we upgraded to a different board, and then we moved here and completely blew all of our minds with brand new equipment yet again and a new board. And Stella moved through all of it with grace and ease, and finally was like, okay, I'm done. I've mastered all of these things. I've learned what I need to learn. So anyhow, I just want to acknowledge that from Stella. Yeah. Great. I'm so appreciative. And now we have Brian in the interim. So Brian, thank you for stepping up in the interim. Yeah. Great. And we're going to begin with some gathering and song, I think. There.
are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is abundance in our fellowship. This is a place we all belong. We place our trust in this great holiness. This is the moment, come along. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is a promise in our thankfulness. We know that when we seek, we find. We place our trust in this great holiness. This sacred space is yours and mine. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. Yeah, nice.
Hello, everybody. Everybody in person and online. My name's Brenda. I'm going to be the assistant here today. And shall we acknowledge our First Nations peoples? Thank you for the slide. And so blessings to all Indigenous families that we have across our island, nation, and world. We give blessings for all they have done for us and going forward with our relationship. Haisepka. And another song. Thanks, Josh.
You got it. Bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. 'Cause I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. And I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. I think I finally learned to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I'm through grieving, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. And no more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. 'Cause I've survived many times before, broken hearts and slamming doors. I'll be alright, yes I will, once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again, so bring it on. for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. Yes, I know it's gonna be everything new. Nice. Love it, love it. Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision, and no one else can tell me to start. 'Cause once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision, and no one else can make me forgive. 'Cause once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision, and no one else can lighten my load. No, 'cause once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you, Thomas. Beautiful. Hello again. Bonjour. Affirmative prayer. So to review, maybe some of you are new to the Unity world, but affirmative prayer is the most powerful thing you can ever engage in. It's not a pleading, it's not a begging, it's a knowing. It's such a solid way to pray. With our month of February being strength, please join me. Divine Source, I am filled with your strength today. I am resilient, unwavering, and capable of overcoming any challenge that comes my way. Your power flows through me, empowering me to stand tall and face my circumstances with courage and grace. I am strong, I am whole, and I am ready to embrace whatever life brings. With grace and resilience, I know this to be my innate truth. And so it is. And please share with me our vision. For Unity Vancouver Island is a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others. And to Josh, thank you.
All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Oh, all we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Twists and turns, unexpected, day by day moving on. I don't have all the answers, come what may, right or wrong. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Crashing waves touch the shore. Time moves faster every day. Ebb and flow, no control. And all that's left to say is all we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through and help each other through.
Thank you again, Josh and Thomas. Okay, let's talk about upcoming events in our communities. First, there'll be LC Path is going to be doing our quantum healing meditations. The next one will be February 18th, and then there'll be one in March. It's by donation, and it's in the evening. Is it 6 p.m.? It was 6 last time. And then we've got a fantastic concert coming. Anella, and it's going to be Hawaiian based. So put on your Hawaiian gear, your leis and whatnot, and come and join us. And that's going to be February 22nd here at Brecken at 7 p.m. Also, fun times in the play reading troupe is coming to make us laugh. It's going to be a play reading. It's March 1st, 7 p.m. here at Brecken as well, by donation. And then Reverend Thomas is leading us in a sacred soundscape. That is March 2nd, Okay, and it's here as well at 7 p.m. We have a new 12-set course coming up. It starts on February 28th. Judy Murakami is leading this. She's a licensed Unity teacher, and it starts February 23rd at 2:15 p.m. here in the library at Brecken. Just check out your newsletter too. Everything will be there. Great. We have a conference coming up, Conference 2025, and that's going to be in Calgary in May. Great. Wise words. I said before, my name's Brenda. Some of you may know, others may not know, that I'm a registered nurse. I work actually just down the road here in the dialysis unit. Nursing's been a great profession for me because it's one of those professions that, even though I was taught in the Western philosophy of medicine, it embraces so many different modalities of healing, everything from Reiki to energy healing. So it's been a great profession for me. So today, I thought I'd share with you 10 symptoms of kidney failure. Gotcha! I am not doing that. But laughter is a great medicine. What I would like to share with you is a few symptoms of spiritual awakening. You allow things to happen instead of making things happen. You have this incredible urge to smile. You feel connected to all around you, all people, all nature, all animals, all creatures. You no longer condemn people's differences, and you no longer condemn yourself. And you have an unwavering appreciation. And then we go to Josh. Thank you.
I think you'll know this one. It's an original, but I've done it here a few times, so feel free to sing along if you like. My mind has never been so clear. My heart has never felt so light. I know that I should be right here, and you are the reason why. The sun has never felt so warm. I feel like I could touch the sky, like my soul has been reborn, and you are the reason why. So let there be peace now, and let it begin. Because I'm free now, and looking within. A whisper, an answer, a sign from above carries me higher on the wings of your love. 'Cause my inner voice is speaking now. It's saying you can brave the night. I think I finally know how. And you are the reason why. Not sure why I was so afraid. The future was just out of sight. But as my spirit turns today, oh, you are the reason why. So let there be peace now, and let it begin. Because I'm free now, and looking within. A whisper, an answer, a sign from above carries me higher on the wings of your love. It's time to let go of the things that hold me back. 'Cause with your love, I feel there's nothing that I lack. It might be hard sometimes to see right through the haze, but if you look inside, then what you'll find will amaze. Oh, oh, so let there be peace now, and let it begin. Because I'm free now, and looking within. A whisper, an answer, a sign from above carries me higher on the wings of your love. Carries me higher on the wings of your love. Carries me higher on the wings of your love.
Thank you, Josh. That was great, huh? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, time to come clean. That's what we're talking about today. Good. Yeah, so the idea of this came, I was listening back. I tend to listen back to my talks to see what I could improve on, and then to also see what I liked. And I realized that I have this propensity to come across like we can just change our minds and everything's great. Like it's really easy or something. And so I just wanted to come, so how this started was I thought I need to come clean about this because I realized, and I mentioned this a bit I think last week, that you know, where I was born, I won the lottery, the parents I've had, all of the opportunities I've been given in my life has allowed me to be who I am today and to do the things I get to do in the world and to just love my life. And I realize also that that's not the way it is for everybody, that not everybody has that or has had that. And so I wanted to apologize to anybody who might think I come across as like arrogant about that, or it's really easy, or you should just get your act together, or anything of that nature. That's not what I'm saying at all. So there, I'm good now. Okay. That's it. Thanks, everybody. It's been good. However, has anybody heard of the book, The Mountain Is You? It's Brianna Wiest, I think, W-I-E-S-T. I'm not sure if it's Wiest or Weist or how to say that, but she is the author, and it's one of her several writings of hers. I actually just came across the book and started listening to it literally yesterday, and it was like, this is perfect for this talk title. So then I went and looked on Instagram. I was thinking, like, who is this person? I've never heard of this book. I've never heard of her before. She has like 1 million followers on Instagram, and this is her 4th or 5th New York Times best-selling book, and it's coming out in 40 languages. And so I was like, oh, I kind of missed the boat on that, didn't I? Because clearly she's been around a while. But one of the things that she was talking, this book is really about sabotage, self-sabotage, and overcoming self-sabotage, which really fits into Time to Come Clean, because a lot of what she says in the book says that in order to overcome self-sabotage, anybody, by the way, out here, anybody familiar with self-sabotage? Anybody at all? Just me? It's not just me, right? Okay. What's that? There's 2 out here. Okay, there's only 2 people. So I'm just talking to you 2. We're just going to have a little party, the 3 of us, about self-sabotage. So she says, we reach the breaking point when we finally accept that the problem isn't how the world is, it is how we are. And I was thinking, like, yeah, doesn't that feel right? Like, the whole time that I've lived my life where I'm blaming the world or blaming others for what's going on, there's no solution. Like, there's no way out of that. The only way out of this stuff is to own it, right? To say it's in my life, I want this to change. I need to do something about it. And so there's some steps to that, and it might look like that we need to examine, why am I, like, we're going to be overcome with emotions at times. And it's never about stamping out those emotions. It's never about not acknowledging them or pushing them down. It's actually the opposite. It's about fully embracing that and looking to understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Asking yourself that question, why do I feel this way right now? And if you need to cry, you cry. Anybody here ever needed to cry? Just wondering, yeah. Okay, I know I do it all the time. Sometimes I just try to cry just so I can feel better. Seriously, I'm not kidding. If I could just have a cry right now, I would feel way better after. Think about it. Or maybe we need to shake, right? Maybe we need to have, whatever it is, we probably have to do something physically to allow ourselves to process that for whatever it is that's going on, right? So we might ask, why do I feel this way? Or why didn't that work? Anybody had that? Like, I tried it just doesn't work. Yeah. Or why am I missing out? Why am I the one missing out? Or this is, maybe you might not know this one. Why am I being ghosted? Anybody know that? That's like from the young people today. I can say that now. Where, they start a relationship with somebody and then the person just stops communicating with them. That is referred to as being ghosted. And you don't even know why, right? It just happens, right? And so we can always throw the grenade over there and say the problem is over there, or we can actually get empowered with some strength from within and begin to cultivate an understanding for ourselves about why is this continually happening or feeling or showing up in my life. What is it that I can do? And one of the things that we're going to face is our comfort zone, right? Anybody here comfortable right now in life? Like it's kind of going along all right. Maybe it's not everything I wanted, but oh well. It might be too late now to do anything about it. I don't know. But no, you have this comfort. And so what happens is sabotage can show up as us pushing up against our comfort zone. Because in order to do something different, in order to have a different experience, we're going to reach a ceiling and have to grow through it. And it gets uncomfortable. And we talked a little bit about this last week too. I mentioned this, that we might not want to have prosperity in our lives because we might lose some friends or things might change. And so we sabotage our own success, not my favorite word in the world, but our own success because we're afraid of what we might give up. Because we can't know how good it is on the other side. So we live, we take a step back thinking, but then I might lose, that might go away, and then we end up not doing the thing that we were so excited about doing. And I've been thinking about this a lot, especially this morning after I had read some of that last night and I was just, running it through my head on my walk this morning, and I was thinking like, there's these times when, ever have this where you're like working along and everything's kind of going good, and then it's just like, oh, I'm tired. Like that sort of comes along, and then you look for reasons, maybe this is just me, but you look for reasons not to continue doing this thing that's actually what you want to be doing. And I've thought about that because that happens to me a lot, where distractions come up or I start to think, oh, I should go do this other thing now because I'm starting to get a little uncomfortable with the zone that I'm going into. So then I'll look for something, oh, you know what? I need to go clean the deck. That's what I need to do right now. Never thought about it the whole day, but suddenly, man, if I don't clean that deck today. And so I'll go do that instead of working on the thing that is actually going to move my life forward to where I want it to be. And we don't think of it as sabotage. We might not even think about what we're doing at all. Yet, I'll bet if we take the time to look, we can probably see many times in our lives when we have put the brakes on, and not anything else, we've actually decided it's time to stop this thing. And then we wonder, I wonder why that thing isn't working. Or maybe we get disinterested. One of the examples that she gives in the book is, and I've done this, like I probably do this 8 times a week, changing my diet. I want to eat healthier. And then like 2 hours later, I'm in the A&W drive-thru, right? I've just completely caved. It'll be fine. What's one? One, it's not going to hurt.
One teen burger.
Thank you. One teen burger. It's all good. It's actually not the A&W drive-thru. It's the bag of chips that's in the cupboard that, you know what? I'll just have 10. Just 10 chips. It's fine.
And nobody else.
That's right. Right? So we quickly run because we're getting uncomfortable with what our brain is craving for in that moment. I'm using the food as an example. Our brain has gone into this craving zone, and now we're getting a little bit uncomfortable. And if we really thought about it and realized, if I probably went 3 days eating clean, those feelings would be way down. They would actually disappear, and I wouldn't have those cravings. But then we cave to them. And this isn't good or bad or shaming. It's just this is what happens. We chase that comfort zone instead of being willing to grow through the little bit of discomfort that we might be feeling. Right? This is what we need to look at if we want to come clean with ourselves. Right? This is what that is about. It's actually about coming clean with ourselves and asking ourselves those questions. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I craving potato chips right now? What could I do about that? What could I put in place so that I'm not going to cave in right now and I'm actually going to stick to this program I want myself to have? Right? This is what, and maybe there's something deeper. Maybe I was wounded as a child and I had potato chips after it, and that's why I always want them. But it might be the place to look where I go back and, see what was that. I'm kind of being a little bit joking about it, but that is the place to look sometimes, is what in our childhood, what in a previous relationship happened that I found comfort in something, and now that becomes programmed in our subconscious, and it's an automatic that we go to without even realizing it. But we could see it if we looked, and if we wanted to really go deep, we could actually get back to that place and understand ourselves a little better. And here's what's great, is when you understand that, then at least when you end up at the A&W drive-thru, you know why. You might not change, but at least you can go, hey, I get it. I'm doing that thing again, and it's okay. I'm okay with it, right? But there's some power in that knowing. And maybe through that knowing, it will give you some strength to rise above that one, this one time. And then if you do it once, you might be able to do it again and gain some momentum towards that shift that you want. One of the other things you don't want to do, and I kind of mentioned it, is go down that world of shame and blame when you're having these feelings. And to understand that everybody else, pretty much everybody else, has experienced these things. You're not the only one that's going to experience that or going to go through that, right? It's just not the way it is. So again, allow yourself to have that physical release when these things come up and you're questioning yourself, right? Allow yourself to go through that. Don't try to push those emotions down. Be with them. Understand that you're not the only one that's doing this. And understand also it's probably going to happen again. It's going to be okay, right? So kind of self-soothe yourself through that. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Understand that in here, in that place inside you, is God. And that is your truth that you're actually wanting to experience in your life. And so maybe you can link yourself to that and understand that this is really who I am, and I'm willing to be that, and I understand that there's some conditioning that's gone on that I can overcome. And maybe you need to talk to somebody, right? Sometimes that helps. Phone a friend. What was that? Wasn't there a game show, TV show that you could phone a friend? Were they ever helpful? I almost feel like they never were helpful. They gave the wrong answers all the time. So don't phone one of those friends. Phone the ones that just listen, that don't try to fix you. That's the friends that you want to phone in those moments. The ones that are just going to hear you and see you for who you are and allow you to be you. Okay? That's my advice on that one. So, one of the other things we can do is, we've talked about this a lot, is meditation and prayer, right? Is going into that place of meditation and prayer. And here's what Myrtle Fillmore, one of our Unity co-founders, Myrtle, her husband Charles the other. Myrtle Fillmore wrote that when we go into meditation, when we truly find the silence, the divine mind or the superconscious mind comes in and scrubs clean the subconscious mind. It starts to eliminate the things that don't serve our highest good. So this programming that you might not be aware of that we could call if we wanted, and I'll bring a piece of scripture in for this from 1 John. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. So if you think of this as God is within, we come to ourselves confessing, coming clean on what we know about ourselves and what we're experiencing, right? So we're coming clean with ourselves. In doing that, an opening is created, an opening for something new to come in. And you go through whatever emotions you need to go through, but you do this work, and then you find yourself in that place of prayer and meditation. From that, you take the time to go into the silence. And this is where that programming can now be undone. It's magic. Now, I would have said some 3,000 days ago that that was a bunch of you-know-what. That's what I would have said. Except that now that I have actually developed a practice of prayer and meditation over the last however many years of doing it every day, I know it works. I know it is actually true. Because I know how much I have changed, how much I can get done in a day now, how much I can push myself in the direction of the things that I want to do, with fewer and fewer brakes being put on. So I'm not saying this because I think it's a nice idea. I'm actually trying to tell you that this, if it could work for me, somebody as simple as I am as a drummer, because that's how I view myself, is really at the end of the day, I'm just a knuckle-dragging drummer. It works. So we go through that process of understanding ourselves. That is what asking for forgiveness or forgiveness from our sins sounds like to me, is we check in with ourselves. We know what's right, Don't you? You know when you've been not very kind, and you know when you've been loving. You know the difference. Yes? Yeah, right? So you know when you're trying to pull one over yourself, right? Don't you? Yeah. Oh, it wasn't my fault. I had nothing to do with that, right? You know when that is not true. And so if that is the case, if we actually know, if we can actually see for ourselves what it is that our responsibility is in whatever is going on, like response able, we can be able to respond to things, then we can own it and we can do the work. Individually, you and I ourselves, we can find that out. And there's tools. That's the great thing. There's so many tools, not just here at Unity, but all over the world. There are spiritual tools available for us to find our truth and to be at peace in our lives. Because what else is I find interesting is that the more that peace shows up in your life, the less it matters about the stuff. Has anybody else found that? That the more peaceful, Reverend Patricia here, who's like, I don't need anything. Kind of true. But that's like the more that you have that peace, the less you actually need of what's out there. And so the only way to get that peace is in here, right? It's in us. So prayer, meditation, really simple act every day. And don't sell yourself out for that comfort of, I'll do it later. It's just, it's 5 minutes, I'll do it later. No, do it. Make it a priority. You will not regret it. It's not like one of those things that you're going to look back on and go, damn, I can't believe I spent all that time meditating. Of all the worst things I've done in my life, it's just not going to happen that way. See? We could all leave now. We don't need to be at church. We could go snowing instead. There's another one from Romans 12:2, another scripture that I like. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. And again, let's stop at the God is in here. It's in us. There is a will within us to live. What is that for you? It's not going to be the same as it is for me or the person sitting next to you. It's going to be yours. And isn't that what you want to be in the world? Like, isn't that at the core of who we are as humans? Is to express ourselves? Doesn't it feel good when you're doing that versus pushing yourself down, hiding yourself? I don't know, it's a question I'm asking. Which one? Because I know sometimes hiding feels pretty good. I've done, ever go to parties and it's like I'll just stand around the perimeter of the party, not really, that's me, I'm not really engaged with people. Seriously. Wouldn't think it, but it's true. I go to a party and I'm like, where's the darkest corner that I can just observe quietly? That would be great. So one of the things I try to do is to get myself out of that zone. What do I need to do to step out of that? Oh, we have a question. Is this a question? Yes. Okay, so the question, for anybody that didn't hear that, the question is, in the Bible there's a scripture that says the kingdom of heaven is within, or the kingdom of heaven is now. There's depending on which of the number of Bibles you read and which translation you read, it's somewhere in that. And so for me, with my unity teachings, I look at the kingdom of heaven is here and now, meaning it's right here. I can create that kingdom of heaven right here, right now. And I can also create the kingdom of hell right here, right now. And I would say that not coming clean with myself is like living in hell for me. Because I've been that and I've seen that spiral down of living a bunch of little, what's that phrase, little white lies, right? Those of living those little tiny lies to yourself where you don't really own what's yours. I've lived that. It's not fun. Leads to bad things, at least for me. Probably I'm not going to say everybody else, but I'm going to guess that that's probably the way it goes. And so the kingdom of heaven of living your truth is within you. That's what's available. And there's probably a bunch of stuff that you're not responsible for that is running around in your mind that has been impressioned upon you from your childhood, from the conditions of the world, from the way you were treated at your first job or whatever, that has an imprint that begins to make us shrivel up and not be our truth. Like, I've read a lot of things where they always give the example of how kids are versus how adults are, right? If I were to show up at a party like my kid self, people would freak out because they wouldn't be ready for the energy I had as a kid to show up in this body right now, right? It would be too much. As it would if you did. Like if you showed up as your childlike self, just ready to play full out, make the rules up as you go along, people would be like, what is this person doing? So we start to pull ourselves in, and then things happen, and we make stories up in our head, and we bury them, and then we wonder why things aren't working, or we will throw at ourselves, I just seem to sabotage my own life, and get mad at ourselves instead of understanding that it's not your fault, right? It's actually the way things work for most people. However, you can begin to heal that and start to kind of pull it apart and create those openings for light to come in, for yourself to live your purpose. And I believe that prayer and meditation is an excellent tool for that. So if you're not doing it every day, shame on you. I'm kidding. If we can't have fun up here, what's the point, huh? Okay, so I have some steps. Oh man, I have like so many I've given. We're not going to do all those. Steps to ending self-sabotage. Would you like those? Okay. Recognize that if you heal yourself and make important internal changes, your life will change drastically. Prepare yourself for this radical change. Okay, you need to understand that if you're going to start really changing, transforming your current version of you, things around you are going to change. I did not expect to become a minister. I have changed my life dramatically. My wife almost didn't like me. A lot, actually, as a result. So things around you, I no longer have the friends I used to have. They're like gone. And it's not like we phoned each other and said, hey, we're not going to be friends anymore, okay? You cool? You cool? Yeah, I'm cool, okay. We just didn't hang out anymore. It just changed. Release your attachment to your old life. Remaining attached to your old life is the first and final act of self-sabotage. Remaining attached, right? So it's kind of like we start pushing up against that new thing, we get a little scared, and then we run back to the potato chips. Thank you. We run back to the potato chips, right? We've talked about potato chips before right here in this place, and we'll probably talk about them again. Just embrace the change that comes with healing yourself, even though it will cost you your comfort zone, relationships, and being liked and understood by others. Wow, you're going to have to risk not being liked. Are there already people that probably don't like you now? Yeah, right. So just add to the pile. What the heck? So when I talked earlier about my parents and how fortunate I was, my dad had this saying, I think I've shared it with you before, if you don't like my fence post, don't swing on my gate. And he raised me with that. In every time that I didn't get along with somebody or somebody said something about me in school or on my hockey team or whatever, that was what he would teach me. That was his teaching moment, was that. And I've grown accustomed to that. I'm like, some people aren't going to like me. That's just the way it is. It's okay. You have to build a comfort zone around the things that actually move you forward rather than clinging to your old comfort zone. So you have to make those new things comfortable, right? Instead of going to the snack cupboard, or instead of filling the snack cupboard with those things, you fill it with new stuff. You fill it with almonds instead. Not nearly as good as potato chips. And then you find the people who are meant for you on the other side of your transformation, rather than trying to hold on to the old relationships, right? You find the new things that are going to be there. And you accept them and you welcome them in. It's going to be different. It just is, and it's okay. The key is to be willing to let go of your old life and identity in order to make space for the new, even though it may be uncomfortable. So that sounds like denials and affirmations, right? One of our unity teachings, to deny things and then to affirm something new. And Brenda talked about affirmations creating in our prayer, right? Yeah, affirmative prayer. So we can deny that these feelings of, I can deny in the moment these cravings for potato chips have any power over me. I am mighty in my ability to say no. But seriously, I'm making fun of it, but this is what for me, this is what it has taken, is to be that regimented with my language and to use the tools that I've learned and to embrace them as these are going to work because I am rewriting my framework. I'm reprogramming myself to see life and to act in life differently because I'm after something different now. And if you recognize that and you're willing to do it, even though it's some hard work sometimes, you will look back with gratitude for having had that show up in your life and your ability to take it on. You won't regret using them. You won't regret conditioning yourself for a practice. That's what a practice is. It's something you do all the time and you never perfect it. You just keep implementing new ways into your practice. Yeah. Everybody say yeah. Hey, what was that?
That was yeah.
That was yeah. That was for the piano, yeah. Okay, so let's spend a few moments in meditation, shall we? Since I've talked so much about the power of meditation, why don't we spend a little time? And I actually designed a meditation for this. So we'll see how it works. We'll see how we do with it. Okay, so this is embracing the power of strength. We're going to embrace this power of strength. And strength is located in our lower back. So at the base of our spine is where the power of strength resides. And so maybe while you're sitting, if you're sitting or if you're laying down, depending on how you're hearing this meditation, just bring some focus and attention to your lower back right now. And maybe you've had lower back pain at times in your life. I know I certainly have. And so let's just take a moment now to honor and appreciate our lower back for all that it has allowed us to do in our lives. And all of the times that it has shown up and been supportive. Let's really take a moment to appreciate that. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes and just rest your hands on your lap. And allow your breath to relax you with each inhale and exhale. Feel the air nourishing your body as you breathe in. And with each exhale, let go of any tension. And you can move your thoughts away from that appreciation of your lower back to begin to imagine that there is a warm, radiant light at the center of your being. A gentle glow that represents your kingdom of energy, your God energy, your divine essence. And you can see this light as your strength, a force that frees you from any weakness, stabilizes your character, empowers you to overcome. And as you breathe in, you can visualize this light growing brighter, growing and expanding throughout your body. And with every exhale, you can feel it wash away any burdens or doubts or limiting thoughts. These feelings of doubt or limitation have no power over me. And you can say to yourself, for I am infused with the divine energy of life. I am free from weakness and anchored in strength. My character is stable and I am empowered to overcome. And confirm with yourself this knowing that your physical, mental, and spiritual strength are a manifestation of that divine spirit within you. And that you can express them through every thought and word. And now bring your attention to a little deeper inward. Just take a moment to acknowledge any parts of yourself that have ever felt burdened, burdened by any past mistakes or fears. And in the light of this divine strength, you can offer yourself forgiveness. Visualize this radiant light gently dissolving these old heavy layers. Gently say to yourself, I honor my truth and release what no longer serves me. Bring energy to that honoring of your truth. Feel it. Embrace it. It is who you are. Feel its stability growing in you. Breathe into it. Now imagine yourself stepping forward with this strength, with this trust in the truth of who you are. Imagine yourself working through all the small challenges. Knowing that your higher purpose is being served. Imagine loving your life on every level. And let's take a moment to enjoy this gratitude of the resilience that you've already shown in your life. The strength that you've already been in touch with. Bring a gentle smile to your face, some joy into your heart. See yourself supported, loved, and appreciated. And as you're ready, you can open your eyes.
If this is my last song, if this is my final day, if tomorrow I'll be gone, what do I want to say? If this is my last song, if it's my time to go, when my body's moved on, what will I have to show? Oh, but fortune and fame, they scatter to the wind. The things that make a name just don't matter in the end. But is the world a little more peaceful? Oceans and sky a little more blue? Is humankind a little bit wiser about the good that we can do? Does the sun shine a little brighter where before there was only rain? If so, then I'm glad I came. If these are my last words for all of the earth to hear, if all that I have ever been is about to disappear, if these are my last words, there's nothing that I need to say. I have only tried to serve. It's never been about talking anyway. So much hurt there is to heal, it's hard to understand. All I can hope to feel is that I'm doing what I can. And is the world a little more peaceful? Oceans and sky a little more blue? Is humankind a little bit wiser about the good that we can do? Does the sun shine a little brighter where before there was only rain? If so, then I'm glad I came. Have I given hope to the hopeless? Has a hungry soul been fed? Has a child stood a little bit taller 'cause of something that I said? Have I left a little kindness? Have I eased a little pain? If so, then I'm glad I came. Yes, for that, I'm so glad I came. If this is my last song, what do I leave behind? What do I pass on if I am out of time? Thank you.
Thank you, Josh and Thomas. You nailed that song. It's a challenging song, so you did awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your financial support. Many ways to donate. There's e-transfer. There's a donation box here. We have a tap square that you can do with credit cards or Interact, and also some yummy chocolate. So thank you for Patricia for supplying the Denman Island chocolate. It's at the back here. I also want to thank everybody that contributes to making this a success. And Gail, you have something?
If anyone has questions about the Power Up course, I have the book and I'll answer any questions you ask if I can at coffee time. Nice. And the events meeting? Is there an events meeting today?
I did not know that, but so just some congregants are mentioning Gail's having a group. And when does that start, Gail?
I'll just see people at coffee time.
Okay, if anybody's here that wants to get a book from Gail,
I'll talk to my
you'll just talk to them. Okay, great. Well, I'm not sure. I didn't know that, so Thomas, do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Okay. Is it do we usually do it the first Sunday? I see. Okay, well, today is the first Sunday. It's Groundhog Day too. But not that that matters about the meeting. Okay, moving forward, please share with me in stating our abundance affirmation. I am an ever-expanding expression, divine abundance. I firmly establish myself in the flow of giving and receiving. I am blessed and I am blessing. And children's blessing. I don't know if we have any children physically with us today, but we can certainly give all the children our divine blessing. So please share with me. We see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. Now to you, Josh. Thank you.
Up to a higher place. Up, far beyond this time and space. Up to a higher place. I'll feel my soul rise into a higher place. Up to a higher place. Up, far beyond this time and space. Up to a higher place. I'll feel my soul rise into a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. No more forward, no more backward, no more spinning around and around. My life is moving ever upward. My feet are leaving the ground. Up to a higher place. Up, far beyond this time and space. Up to a higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. No more downward, no more darkness, no more wondering the point of it all. My life is destined, oh, for greatness. My soul has answered the call. Up to a higher place. Up, far beyond this time and space. Up to a higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. I feel my soul rise into a higher place. Yeah. There it is. Sweet.
So I'm going to say yes, we'll do an events meeting. So we'll have a coffee and then we'll meet in the library. And also I think this Tuesday is a What's Up Unity meeting. So that's, you can join on Zoom, right? Zoom, yeah. So there'll be a link in the newsletter. And come and join. You can ask any questions or give any feedback. It's a great way for all of us to get together. And now please share with me in our prayer for protection. The light that is God surrounds us. We are one with the light. The love that is God enfolds us. We are one with the love. The power that is God protects us. We are one with the power. The presence that is God watches over us. We are one with the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and so it is. Amen. And let there be peace on earth.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. When God is our center, and we all are we. Let us walk with each other, perfect harmony. With me, let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yeah. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with Very nice. Good job, Josh. Yeah, thanks, kid. You too. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun.
Check. Hello. Hey, everybody. Just letting you know that Meg is going to be at the back of the room, as always, selling concert tickets. And this is going to be a good one, so she's ready for you when you are.